If you are working towards that rounded, lifted look, or you're just looking to boost your glute strength, you have come to the right place. Hello everyone, Coach Bree, welcome back. Today we're diving into something a lot of you have been researching online, and I do know that because I have been through your browser history. How to grow your upper glutes. Let's go over some simple but effective tips to help you target that upper glute area for maximum results. Do we see that glute medius on that little guy? Now this, guys, this is somebody, say hi babe. This is somebody who has been doing his glute medius exercises. First, it helps to understand what exactly are we targeting. The upper glutes actually refer to the top portion of the glute medius and the glute maximus. Now, focusing on these muscles can give you that lifted appearance and round out those glutes. Deep hinge. Now, remember that consistency is key, and if you stick with these tips, you'll start to see those gains before you actually know it. And if you also need help because you're not sure what to do, when to do it, how much, and you don't want to think about it, you just want to reap the benefits of showing up to the gym, being effective, and having somebody taking care of your fitness, head over to my website. Let's go over my tips, quick, precise, for maximum glute medius engagement. Tip number 1, focus on balance. Balancing movements emphasize the glute medius. If balance is difficult, try holding on to a wall or a pole or a machine, anything, with one hand until you build the strength in that specific area. Number 2, controlled movements. Slow, controlled reps increase the time under tension, maximizing your glute medius work. Now try lowering in 2 or 3 seconds. Try pausing briefly at the end range of the exercise, and then try taking another 2 to 3 seconds to return to the original positioning and the start of your exercise. Tip number 3, keep the knee tracking over the toes. Now, to avoid knee strain and to ensure proper glute engagement, do not let those knees collapse inwards too much. Aim to push your knees out and over your toes if possible. This should be a goal you're working on. Let's take a look at my top 3, well that's 6, top 3 exercises to target the glute medius, and let's rank them also by difficulty level. Beginner level, side lying clamshells. These are a fantastic way to target the glute medius. You can use a mini band to intensify the movement, but keep in mind that unless you actually seek pain and discomfort while you're training, no damn mini band will ever magically give you a booty pop. You want to lie on one side with a mini band around your knees, a light to a medium resistance. You want to stack your feet together, bend them at the knee, and from there you want to drive the upper knee into the mini band as hard as possible. You can hold on to the glute medius that you're working through as you're pushing the soles of your feet together. These work best for sets of maybe 2 or 3 sets of 12 to 20 per side as a warm-up, a burnout, or potentially even as a superset to another movement. Intermediate level number 2, wide stance hip thrusts. For a killer glute workout, you want to have a thrust or a glute bridge variation in one of your glute days. Now, give these wide stance hip thrust variation a try. Your feet will be slightly wider or maybe a little more than that than your usual hip thrust stance, with your toes rotated more out in order to focus more on your upper glutes. Elevate your shoulders on a bench or a plyo box, and then position a heavy barbell, dumbbell, maybe you're on a hip thrust, so you're using a hip thrust machine or a Smith machine across your hips. You want to tuck your tailbone in before you initiate the movement. Suck that core in, don't let that edge go. Tuck your chin in and push your hips all the way up to the stars until you see some stars. On top of that movement, you're going to hold that contraction for a couple of seconds each rep, really focusing on making lemonade with those booty cheeks by squeezing them as hard as possible. Lower back down ever so slowly, don't just drop the tension from the muscle, and repeat. These work best for 2 to 5 sets of 10 to 15 reps or even more. Remember, there's always room for giant sets in anyone's training. For my level 3, most advanced level, we have a single leg back extension or hip extension machine. Now, normally these are done on both legs at the same time, but switching to one at a time will change things up and challenge the heck out of your glutes. This variation is something that I personally have been practicing lately and reaping the benefits of it as well. It will give you a pretty gnarly glute medius pump. Now, when you work one side at a time, you'll pull out the other non-working leg and you will rest it over the pad of the machine. Then you're going to slightly shift your body weight towards the working leg and rotate your torso towards that working leg to counterbalance yourself. However, we are all different, so play around with your stance and make sure that you are feeling comfortable and find what suits you. Now, these are best performed as a warm-up or a finisher, and all you need is 2 to 4 sets of 6 to 12 reps per side with or without weights, and your glutes will be on fire. And there you have it, guys, some solid tips to help you grow your upper glutes. Please, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share with friends. That way I can share more fun fitness and nutrition tips to help you reach your goals. I'll see you in the next video.